Hello, you. It's me. And it is December 4th. Happy December 4th, or whenever you hear this. Today's little tidbit, it comes directly from the actual Justice Warrior. And it is about this tacky talker. I will call her Ticky Tackers. Because, that's what it is. Tacky. Anyway, this is a tic-tacker who has 400,000 followers, which seems like a whole lot of followers to me. That seems pretty big. Who is constantly so worried about her family and not having enough money, so much so that she goes to Target and starts changing the thingies. I sound like Amberlynn Reed right now. I just woke up, but I thought this was funny. She changed the tags on all the items to fake ones and then went to checkout in order to rip off Target for apparently over $500. And the kicker is, this isn't the first time that she's done this at the exact same Target. I mean, you think if you were, picked up once, they gave her a little slap on the wrist, said, don't do that again because that's stealing, and then she does it again. And then to further the stupidity, she puts it on her Tic Tac. On her tickety-tackety. She's showing people how she stole items. How she switched out the barcodes for fake barcodes or different barcodes that were cheaper and ripped off Target for over $500. Now, there's two things about this that I find very interesting. One, of course, that she did it again. But two, I don't know what state she's in, but I know in my state that if you steal less than $950 or $950 or less, then it's a misdemeanor. So I wonder where she's from, because they would not take it seriously. They would not even give her a slap on the wrist. They just say, okay, you're free. I mean, that's what they seem to do in California anyway. So it's nice that in this state that she's in, that $500 of theft will still get you in trouble. I'm glad to hear that. And thank goodness. To me, that's a happy thing. I hope that California follows suit and does something similar, because I've seen those mob thefts and they're scary. Like 10, 12 people running in with masks, running around, grabbing everything they can. Sometimes they smash and destroy things on purpose, and then they run out with whatever they got in their hands. It's unbelievable. It's scary. I don't know how that happens. I don't know why it keeps happening. But I don't know. Hopefully we can find a way to change that, because regardless of whether you steal $2 or $200 or $2,000, it's still stealing. It's still stealing. Wow, it's morning. It's still stealing. Boy, why do I not? I don't say that well. Anyway, I'll have to practice that. I remember once, this was quite some time ago. This was before Big Lots was Big Lots. It was called Pick and Save. And there was one near me that I used to go to for a lot of things. Now, you had to pick over a lot of things because people have destroyed things, knocked things down, tried to steal stuff. So you had to be careful what you grabbed. Pick and choose, it should have been called. Anyway, Pick and Save. And I remember grabbing a whole bunch of things and going into the line. My hands were full of stuff, and I'm trying to put all of it down gently. Don't want to ruin it, don't want to wreck it. And when I walked out of the store, I realized that I was holding something still in my hand that wasn't just my keys. I was holding a chocolate. Now, this was like a 25-cent chocolate, but I realized I hadn't paid for it. So I put on my bags in my car, walked back into the store and said, "Hey, I forgot to pay for this." And the lady said, "You know what? It's a gift. Go ahead and take it." And I felt a little weird about it, but I appreciated that because I did have my child with me and I wanted to get underway. But I still walked into the store to pay for it because even 25 cents to me is stealing. I just don't understand how, having kids, I had one child, but even having one child can be tough. And when you're broke and you're struggling, it can be even harder. But you don't steal to make up for it. There's so many food banks and in other places, maybe a neighbor, maybe a friend, maybe a family member, they can feed you for a night. There's so many ways that you can go about it without stealing. In fact, going to a food bank kind of made me feel like I was stealing. But I used it for its intended purpose. I didn't have a lot of food. I was struggling. And I could go to the food bank. I could get food. They gave some diapers, some toilet paper, things that I could use at the time. And I really benefited from that. It really helped a lot. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in saying, look, I need a little extra help because I just don't have enough. I just don't have enough. I remember living on food stamps, and I had just enough food stamps to feed myself and my child for about 2 weeks. And that is stretching it to the ultimate. So what do I do with the other 2 weeks? Well, I had very limited income, and I stretched it out as best I could. I did the best I could. And, we made it through. We did. My child's still alive, a grown adult and happy, and I'm still alive, struggling once again because the economy is hard. But I'm still not going to steal. I'm just not going to do that. And for this person who has so many TikToker followers, does she not have money? I don't know how it works on that platform, but I would think she'd have some money from that. I don't know what she does. I don't know if she works, what she does for a living, if she's a stay-at-home mom. But it doesn't matter. I understand the struggle, but I would rather pawn something to get a little money for food, which I've done that too. Pawn things that I didn't need to get a little food, whether it was some jewelry or a TV, whatever. Sometimes you have to go to those lengths to get what you need. But the good news is she was arrested. and she will receive some kind of punishment for what she did. And to me, that's a happy thought, because it's not fair to cheat the system. And so many people do. But this woman didn't. She got caught stealing from the same place she stole before. She deserved it, just out of the stupidity of doing that alone. In fact, somebody had mentioned in the comments that she should do double her sentence for a stupid tax. Now, while I disagree with that, I do understand the sentiment. Because damn, that was stupid. That was really stupid. And it didn't seem like she was doing it out of desperation. It seemed like she was doing it because she thought she could get away with it. But this time, she didn't. And that's a happy thought. I hope you have a great day. That's all I got to say.